it up, I'm sure, when I go to screen share.
Yes.
So we'll take a look at those.
Hey, we are actually.
All the
Oh,
one dimensions
we're
that
not looking at it.
punch up.
I'm actually watching this other
non-public
stream
text by
because
Arcana,
I just did a review for
based on
Marcel.
mythology.
So I discovered you because of Vendita. And you actually sent me that, and I read it, and I fell in love with it. I thought it was so unique. I'm actually going to pull up the Indiegogo you have here for it, because I just thought it was phenomenal, and it was such a different.
Anyway, we'll
kind
get
of
started with the
vampire
stream for real here in
story.
just a second.
And when I read it, I just was like, "What? That I was not expecting that." That threw me for a loop.
You should have watched
It
my
was,
review of the book.
Very unique when it comes to a vampire story. I felt. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna share the screen here.
Let me flip back to my Elgato. We were having technical difficulties earlier, and that was a real bummer. I didn't think I was gonna get the stream going. So my GoPro here, right? I had it. It didn't start. It wasn't working, and that's weird. So I like took it down, and I'm looking at it, and like the sides, where there's like these little grippy indentation things, like they were covered in like silicone or oil or something. It was really weird. I'm like, what the heck is going on? My camera is freaking bleeding on me. Like this is not even like a physical possibility, and yet here we are watching it happen, or here I was watching it happen. So anyway, I hope Marcel has a good promotional streamitude over there. Oh, we've got no Space Church music. I was totally not prepared for this. Wow. You'd think after all this time, I'd be ready to go. Let's see, video recording, music, Space Church music? Yeah, you know what? Let's do Space Church music. It's traditional. There we go. Ah, the endless. Let me throw up the stream starting soon, and we will get started soon. Funny how that works. Hey, my man actually gave me my receipt today. I can put that in my stack of receipts. Let's do this thing. It's kind of shameful. I look at this and it's just like, man, I've spent so much money on these books. But I got some sweet stuff today. No pun intended. Although I really wish I'd thought of that as a pun, because sweet paprika is in that stack somewhere. But we'll get there when we get there, because as they say, the truth is the truth, right? Right. I can't see my chat. Hold up. Where my chat at? There's my chat. Alright. So I hope you all are doing great. Give me just a second. Get my drink on. And we will get this party started for real. Man, I kind of want to go back and like snipe this stream a little more. Like,
so basically, the emotional part is.
Oh boy, I don't think I could show what they're showing on stream. So yeah, we'll just not watch that. But if you go over to the Death Curse channel after this, you should be able to pick up this stream and see what's going on there. So probably interesting. Marcel's an interesting guy. Messaging him on Twitter and stuff every now and then. All right, I guess I can get the stream starting soon off the screen. We ain't got nobody here but me right now, but that's okay. So, the first thing I got, and this is just like, I have a weakness for manga published in Western comic book form. I think I have like the DVD of this, like whatever video they made for this. Let me pull that up. That might be kind of interesting to look at. Let's see, Legend of Limnir. So how are you all doing tonight? Let's see. Anime OVA, directed by somebody with character designs by Satoshi Urushihara, produced by AIC, da 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 da. It had been adapted as a manga. Oh, interesting. So the video came before the manga? I had no idea. We've learned something today, and that's always a good thing. Let me flip that off so we don't get any Brave ad pop-ups next time I'm showing my screen. And where's my chat? Where's my chat, bro? There be my chat. Alright. We are chat-tastic. So there's big changes on the Rags Patreon. The tiers, the like different tiers you can back at, are all getting like shuffled around and stuff. Basically, I don't know if you've noticed, but prices have gone up on like everything. Supply chains are disrupted. Like it's economical chaos. And so there's some changes getting made because of that. Oh god, there's like 20,000 messages on the Rags Discord. I was gonna see if I could like suss out any cool stuff. But you know, honestly, I don't know what the cool stuff is, because I never know what I'm supposed to get as a book. Which, that's a terrible thing to say, right? Like, as somebody who hangs out with them people, like, you'd think I would at least have some idea of what's going on, but I never do. Like, yeah, this is wild. They're cool people, though. They're good people. They always make things right, even when it's not financially the best decision for them. So, Legend of Limnir. Let's flip back over to... Can I show... Hold on. What do we got here? Ah, we can pop the camera up, so yeah. I'm pretty sure I got the DVD of this thing, but I don't remember anything about it. Looks like the manga ran for a couple of years. 3 volumes. And I saw on the back this had an issue number. It's issue number 7, if I'm reading that right. So, that's pretty crazy. Similar between Limnir and Tarna from Heavy Metal, hair color and mode of transportation were noted by critics. Ooh! Wow, I want to really just flip back over to this book and look at it real quick and see what they're talking about. Okay, yeah, the hair, I definitely got that. The sword, I'm not really getting so much. That sword looks a little different. And, jeez. Just flipped open like some lady's getting gut punched or something, or... Not quite sure, like, what's going on here. You're too much of a wimp to kill us! Wham! Glorious sound effect. What a... I don't even know what's going on here. Is she just, like, bicycle kicking, like... I don't know. That's wild. I like it. I do enjoy this particular artist's style of art. So that's pretty cool. Even though I don't have the rest of the series, definitely think I'm going to be enjoying reading this puppy. Alright, what else I got? Oh, right. I go to Graham Cracker Comics, and you get 3 books out of the 75-cent bin for free. So how could I possibly follow up Legend of Limnir number 7, right? You're thinking, that's impossible. There's no way a human being can top that. And you would be wrong. You would be so wrong. Mainly because I got 2 issues back to back, baby. I don't know anything about this, but I saw it and I was like, wow, I gotta get that. Like, I've heard this before. I think I've seen these books, like, titled this before, but I have no idea what's going on in this book. And it looks like just a lot of people beating the crap out of people. So, Yeah, I'm okay with this. This looks crazy. Look at this! With all the wires? Oh, dude, that is so crazy. That is dope. Kind of reminds me of, wow, I am blanking on her name. That, psychic that controls electronics, from Valiant. I can't remember her name. I totally reviewed, like, every issue of her solo series that came out, like, a year or two ago. I guess it was 2 years ago, man. Valiant is wild. Valiant goes from being like, oh man, let's produce like 7 million books to what? They're producing like Exo Man of War right now, and that's like, oh, and that really badly drawn Ninja K. Kind of sad. Definitely kind of sad. So this looks cool. Looks very 90s, looks very extreme. And these books aren't in the best shape. See, the light might help here. Yeah, see, you can see like the creases in the cover and stuff. But I just got them out of the bin because I'm like, I want to read this. I want to see what kind of crazy stuff is inside this book. And the answer is all. Look at this. We got a sideways page for the first page. Who does that? What kind of madman does this in a comic book? Bro, you can't just do that. I know you're thinking, man, in like Fatal Attractions, you know, Jim Lee did this. Don't do it, bro. Wait, did Jim Lee draw Fatal Attraction? Oh, shoot. Whichever artist drew Fatal Attractions did this. Look at this dude here, man. Crazy stuff. This whole book looks wild. Absolutely wild. So that's what I got out of the free bins today. I think these were some pretty good pickups, especially considering the price point, which was a big zero. You know what I'm saying? A big zip. A big nada. Now, I got a couple of books that I did, in fact, buy. You know, because that's what you do when you go to a store. You typically purchase a product and or service. But before we get to that, I did want to show a couple of things real quick. One, just because this guy's dog is cute. Like, look at that look. It's like, I know this feeling, dude. I know exactly what the dog's telling you. And this I thought was kind of interesting from Larry King. So it was a tweet here. Can you name a comic artist whose work you got a bad first impression of, but subsequently came to enjoy? And his choice was Jack Kirby. That's pretty crazy. Especially considering how much I know, like Larry, like the respect there that he has. But I guess if you have a defaced copy of the book, and you're looking at it, you know, that's a different story. And then he goes on to, like, tell the story, you know, this kid's got, like, all kinds of crazy stuff and a cooler strung up in a tree. And then the kid got his brother to beat him up. Like, it's just, I don't know where that went very quickly, but the Jack Kirby answer I thought was kind of cool. Oh, man, they're still going on that Death Curse stream. Showing off Seeing Red here. It's, boop. There you go. Not sure what they're talking about, but it's still going, and I still had it open, so I got that going for me. Let's see. Where'd my other window go? Oh, there's nothing in the other window, that's why. Okay. Woo! Alright, let's look at the stuff I actually paid for today. And maybe we'll wrap up here in like 20 minutes or something. That Legend of Limnir bit was pretty interesting. I had no idea that the video came before the manga. Like, that happens sometimes. Usually it's the other way around, though, you know? Some refreshing beverage. If we were on Twitch, you could, you know, use channel points to make me take a drink. Unfortunately, we're not on Twitch, so I'm just going to take a drink whenever I want to. That's just life. So this series is somehow continuing. Like, issue 8 seemed like the end of the book, but here we are in issue 10, and we're still going. I guess this is a 12-part miniseries. Does it say on the inside cover? Sure doesn't. Meanwhile, in Castle Caladan, the young Duke Leto is getting dressed. After exiling his murderous mother, that's wild. Oh, we got like crazy stuff going on Arrakis and on Ix, man. Things are getting wild out here. I think that's on Nyx. No, that's on Arrakis. That's like an underground thing that they got set up. Okay. Well, things are really getting crazy on Arrakis, man. The siege is going crazy. And it looks like Kynes has a little baby. Kynes, you player. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I see the Atreides ship has opened fire, so apparently the Baron Harkonnen is trying to kill Leto or something. Like, this is escalating fast. Now, of course, it kind of loses its punch because we know from Dune that both Baron Harkonnen and Duke Leto are still alive. So how exactly we're supposed to have a bunch of narrative tension with their adventure here, I'm not sure. But I am one thing I am sure of is once I get down in this and I'm reading this book, I'm going to be like, yo, I like it. Like every issue before this, I pretty much had that response to. So I expect that trend to continue with number 10. Speaking of number 10, we got another number 10, Vampire the Masquerade number 10. I haven't done a review of that book, of that series in a while. Hubba hubba naughty covers on the other screen. Wow. I'm definitely glad I'm not showing that other stream anymore. Boy. Anyway, Vampire the Masquerade. So I've been enjoying this series. It's been full of lots of crazy stuff. Oh, we've got like the Blood Mage doing his thing. Killing the guy who's supposed to be wanting to take over the town or something. Like, I'm not 100% sure who's fighting who or why in this particular issue, but I'm sure oh man. Cecily, I don't know if she had to kill her little buddy or what, but that's pretty crazy. Looks like we're wrapping up a story arc here. Oh, and now we're checking in with these dudes that were cooking like some magic blood or something. Like, I forget exactly what their scheme was, but they were working in like the back of an Arby's doing crazy stuff. Probably not a good idea when the vampire cops are hanging around, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of vampires, holy moly, you can't show this on YouTube! YouTube, bro, you try... Dynamite, you're trying to get me, like, kicked off of YouTube here. So, like, all the stuff that's been going on in this series is building up to some kind of crazy climax, and I think Vampirell's gonna end up marrying this guy. I think that's what they're teasing with the issue 25 wedding, because he's going to turn into Dracula or something. Like, that's kind of wild. It seems crazy that you're going to be spoiling some of this stuff. Oh, here we are back in the past with Vampirella having to fight, you know, these turbo nuns or whatever to keep them from killing the little kid who's now the FBI agent in the present. This is getting convoluted. Mother's Day. Brooklyn, days before. I've enjoyed the ride, like, I definitely have, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it's a very convoluted book, and I'm not sure I get it half the time. Speaking of convoluted books, this one's at least convoluted because Arthurian lore is convoluted. Last issue had those awesome looking fairy... Oh, dude. Last book had those awesome looking fairies in it. I don't think I did a review of it. Might do a review of this one. I don't know. This looks awesome, though. Like, I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm looking at, but I think Arthur's just got like a zombie army here. Or maybe he's getting ready to fight a zombie army. I'm not 100% sure. Apparently Lancelot is fighting Arthur's... I don't know. I'm afraid if I keep flipping through this, I'm going to spoil it. So we're going to... Just move on. Just move on. Oh boy. This one I got to be real careful about showing on stream because we're randomly... Oh my gosh. The cover. People, please. Don't get me in trouble with the YouTube overlords. So let's see, if I remember from the last issue, she had signed her ex-fiancé, which is I think this guy, to a book deal. And now it looks like we're at the party to celebrate the book deal, and everybody's schmoozing, probably gossiping. There's probably some social combat going on. Yeah, look at this. Social combat right there. Social combat right here. Like, look at this look. Woo! Oh, that's a little tiny bit spicy. Probably could have showed it. Oh, look at that look. That is not a happy look from Paprika right there. Not at all. We're just going to like slide this under once in future so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. Like first Vampirella, now Paprika. Trouble seems to be following me around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Oh, man. Let me just check something real quick. I'm opening up the stream separately. Okay, it does look fine. I was afraid YouTube maybe might have, you know, whacked my stream, because they did that one time when I was looking at one of Marcel Dupre's books. They were all like, bro, you can't show, like, somebody sitting up in bed. And I'm like, really? Really? That's where we're going to draw the line? The last book I bought today. Still don't know if I like this book. Like, isn't that crazy to be, like, how many, like, 5 months into this thing? And who knows? Wow. This is some petty villainy right there. And the old bag who made me finish my greens. That is some real petty villainy. Oh, can't show that. Can't show that. Probably shouldn't show that. Yep, alright, well that looks like all I'm going to be able to show you from that book. So we'll just put that over here. And, you know, I don't want that. No, you don't need to be looking at that. Let's just, there. Let's put a more respectable looking book on top of the stack. So, that was my pickups for this week, man. I got a pretty diverse bunch of stuff. No superhero books, really, though. Which is weird, because I love superheroes, but, you know, I guess it is what it is, right? I also guess I'm going to end this here in just a second, because I'm actually pretty darn tired today. So for those of you out there lurking, I appreciate it. Much love. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great, great day. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye. And remember, Space Church Music is the Endless Space soundtrack, which there was a tweet or something that said from Amplitude Studios saying you could stream this music as long as you said what it was. So there you go. We are covered, I hope. Maybe.